we can begin. The Formula 1 sprint race have happened. Formula 2, Formula 3 sprint race. Yeah, have also happened. And let's see. And the qualifier have also happened. So let's go. Let's see. I don't know much what happened in Formula 3. Because I after began with spinning in the first corner, I don't want to watch this anymore. So yeah, but I know it was somewhat fight between the people in the top, and something happened in the end. Like, it was a safety car, but when the safety car stuff happened or whatever, Mansell may have braked early or something. The mate so Solo and Stenstorner passed him. Either way, Mansell will maybe have won this sprint race. So yeah, but I only care about Dino Beganovic and maybe somewhat. What do we have here? Floersch. Let's see standings. How many points do people have? Ferrari 0, Brownie 0, mine 5 points. And this could Beganovic have had also. So Beganovic is now really down here. Hopefully today will the race be somewhat different. I mean, at least it should be up here. But yeah, this is Formula 3. Time for Formula 2. And oh my god, Calapinto last lap. Tried too much driving against Dennis Hager. Spun around and lost all the position he could maybe. All the position and the points he could have gotten. He will at least be P6, so he will yeah, whatever 6 yeah, whatever we'll look at that later. Let's see, Dennis Hager, yeah. I mean, so Bortoletto up here, that's nice. Polaron probably keep his the first position, the championship position, first place. This is something fun to see. Marty being up here, and also Oliver Bearman. First win. I mean, you can say first sprint race win in Formula 2 for the team and for himself. So Prima have a really sad season in Formula 2. I mean, it's, if we doesn't count Formula 3, because here we have let's see, I know Lindblad have, yeah, he have won a race and I think won a sprint race. Beganovic have won a race. Hamini won a race. Look like that. So in Formula, and I think Beganovic couldn't remember one in. At least he started pole position in Bahrain. But yeah, the Prima team in Formula 2 have been really bad. But yeah, what the fuck is Antonella? Yeah, 15. He did really bad qualifying, so I mean he can't do anything in a race or in a sprint race. While Oliver Bammer can at least get some points. And yeah, Miney started on pole position. So Oliver Berman did a really great... No. Miney started P2. Oliver Berman started P1. I think. Oh, fuck me. Let's see. And do I... Yes, I can go here. Wanna see qualifying results. Oh, yeah, okay. Mine started P1. Oliver Berman P2. Oliver Berman had a really great start. Get past Miney and then led every lap. Oh shit, I want to still be here. I want to go... Yeah, this way. See what happened more. Oh yeah, Danny Sager started pole position, so he started 10th. So he got some 9 points, we can see. Yeah, Polar is still leading leading championship. Hadja, oh yeah, I didn't look at that. Hadja did a really bad race. Det vi med 13. Och sen Simon Maloney, that was the champion leader in the beginning. They also didn't have a good race. So let's see where the points. Where they were Oliver Berman. No, so for 14, man. Oh, almost equally much points as Mayata. That's something. Even Dirksen. No, Bortoletto and Höger still keeping the same points. Calapinto not far off. And we have Sam Maloney. Let's see, it's one, and the race is still left to be happening. Then it's Silverstone, Budapest. Oh, let's see, can I? So it's one race plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races. So I mean, Hadja, can you? It's still a fight between Salmononi, Hadja, and Aaron, and for how many races is left in Formula 3? I just. Yeah, they ends in Monza. So 5 more races. 4 days plus 1 race. I mean, Beganovic could maybe win, but I believe he will hopefully finish top 5. Hopefully top 5. But I want top 3. The dream, the winner. But at least he will maybe do good enough that he can maybe go up to Formula 2 if he want to. But I don't know. Do you want to stay Formula 3, try to get better and then go up to Formula 2? Or do you want to try to go up to Formula 2 as fast as possible. Either way, we go to the most interesting stuff. Let's see, this, yes, the sprint. Oh no. I remember this is also a sprint race for Formula 1, so no, it's not the most interesting, it's the least interesting. And how it ended, it was also, like I thought, not at all interesting. Okay, and we went a little too high. This I would say. Esteban Ogone and Pegasi didn't, I don't know what they did do in the sprint race. They lost position. But luckily, it's a sprint race, so Kevin Magnusson, he finished P9. But because his sprint race he didn't get any points, and that's, fuck off. That's beautiful. Because I don't want to see Haas getting more points. Because I want to see Williams get points so they can get ahead Haas like Alpine did. But yeah, Williams didn't do any good race either. Oh, Logan Sargent finished before Alex Albon. But yeah, so Sergio Perez P8. So he lost position to Charles Leclerc. That finished P7, got 2 points. Then we have Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, George Russell, and Lando Norris. Oh, it was some fight between George Russell and Carlos Sainz. Like one fight, 2 fights maybe. Lando Norris, P3. He did some fights with Max Verstappen, get past him, didn't led one straight, and then Max Verstappen overtook him in a corner. And then he lost position to Oscar Piastri. So Max Verstappen won the sprint race. And the only action I would say was interesting was Lando Norris versus Max Verstappen. And after that was over, nothing happened. So, I mean, it was not even a fight between Lance Stroll and Kevin Magnusson. So this was the sprint race. Equally fun as it is. I don't know, also people that think sprint race are this amazing thing it's not. It can be interesting rarely, but most likely this is what a sprint race will always be. A nothing race. But everyone can push equally much, yeah. And the fuck do you think they can do in a normal race? Do you think when Esteban Ocon or Pierre Gasly is behind each other, do they not trying to get by each other? If yes, why is it so hard for them to get past? Oh, so even you can try all your best, but you can still not succeed. But something that could be interesting, that's the person that are talking for in the Formula 1 stuff is not any British people, luckily. But he mentioned that because the rush train is what is killing a lot of races. If they should just be able to use the DRS, like maybe three laps in a row, maybe, or you can say limited. So after you use it enough time, you will not be able to use it anymore. So you if you really want to get past someone, you need to choose the right moment to do it. But maybe the new stuff, the Twitter mode and the Russia mode, will maybe help with the DRS for 2026. But yeah. Oh yeah, fucking qualifying, not mentioned that. Qualifying. So, Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. Down here, not a surprise. Logan Sargent, not a surprise either. Aston Martin, I would say, is more surprise. Alex Albon, somewhat surprise. Then we have somewhat surprise. Pierre Gasly, this far down. Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team Kick Sauber is somewhat up there. And yeah, Kevin Magnussen is where he should be. And then we have Esteban Ocon, P10. Then Hulkenberg, like he always succeed, get into Q3. And we start P9. And then we have Sergio Perez again on P8. Yeah, starting P8 in the sprint. Whatever, he finished P8. Then we have Oscar Piastri, got his fastest lap deleted, so... see, yeah, Oscar... let's see, someone did a mistake. Was it Oscar Piastri? Yeah, someone made a mistake that if they just made without a mistake, it could maybe done somewhat good. I think it was Oscar Piastri. Maybe that's why the lap was deleted. Charles Leclerc. Yeah, he did. No, I think I did think it was Charles Leclerc. He did many mistakes. He was in the gravel 2 times. And the second time could end really bad for him. So his car is maybe damaged. But we will see when the race starts what people would say. Then we have Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, George Russell, and then we have Lando Norris, and of course Max Verstappen on pole position. And man, he can drive the car how it should have been all other races. Now he is so further ahead than Lando Norris. So how the sprint race finish will probably how the race will also be finished. But hopefully this time with Ferrari better off than Mercedes, and hopefully Sergio Perez and Oscar Piastri can get past Mercedes also. Hopefully no points for Hulkenberg, so I hope Esteban Ocon either can crash him out or something, so Daniel Ricciardo and Pierre Gasly can get points, or Esteban Ocon and Daniel Ricciardo get past Nico Hulkenberg, so he will not get any points. Yeah, so let's see, can we see? No, we can't. For some reason, if we update the site, now we have it. 14 hours the race will start. So yeah, and sometime before that Formula 2, sometime before that Formula 3. But yeah, let's see what we have. Like always, P1. Let's see if I can.
What happened in the...
Yeah, I couldn't click me to that place. Okay, so we have P1. Then we have Windsor. And then we have something from Kym Illman. Why the Austrian F1 sprint race was delayed. So that could be interesting to know why it was delayed. Oh yeah, that happened. The sprint race. And that we maybe learn by Kym Illman why it was delayed, if not P1 or Pit Reserve mention why it happened. But it was delayed, so they did one more lap in before they can start a sprint race. So yeah, it's time to go into Minecraft, collect some fishes, and see what the reaction on the qualifying, the sprint race, and whatever from P1 and P2 Windsor, and yeah, I guess Kym Illman will probably also mention how he thinks the race was. We need to 1783. So we have collected 1783 tropical fishes, and we have, yeah, let's see, I've written that also down. Where do we have it? I want to go here, and then we click, let's see, we have 917 tropical fish left to collect. So and we have already started collecting some 6, 10. I can do it more easily. Somewhat easily. We place them down in the shulky box for now, and then we start collecting some more fishes. So I would say, because of the sprint race and how good Max Verstappen was in the qualifying, it feels like it will be an easy win for Max Verstappen. An easy win. And London Norris will at least not lose a race win. A race that he could have won. He will just lose. He will... yeah, he will just be P2. So he will probably not have any hard feelings of finish P2. If not in the race something happened that makes Max Verstappen being... I mean, a safety car happened after Max Verstappen went into the pit, and then Lando Norris can do a really good pit stop, and then something bad happened when he's doing that, so he will still lose out and Max Verstappen then win. And yeah, wait, is it George Russell P3? Yeah, fuck me, I remember. He was there and talked because Oscar Piastri should have been P3. No, first fish for the collection on Soundsleek Black Magenta. But yeah, so hopefully no podium for Mercedes. So remember, this race will be the race when Russell and Hamilton can crash into each other, and ruin the races for them both. So Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez or Charles Leclerc can be P3. Maybe Oscar Piastri. So they will be on the podium instead of Lewis Hamilton or George Russell. And yeah, I mean, I believe the Williams, good surprise, Williams getting points. That will probably not happen. But hopefully Alpine get more points, or Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team can get some points. And Kevin Magnussen or Hulkenberg will not get any points. See what can more happen. I feel like it will not be so much fight for the lead. It will probably not be any fight for the second place. So the third place and down will probably be the most fighting. So sprint race 0.0 eller point, no, 0.2. Yeah, whatever, it will be the second sprint race probably. How fun the race will be. Oh, it will be a lot of DRS train probably. Yeah, Carlos Sainz is Trident. Carlos Sainz will probably not get past George Russell on the track. So it will if we keep in behind George Russell, it will probably be DRS race for him. Can we get one more Trident for the collection? Nope, we couldn't. I mean, Lewis Hamilton can maybe do something. So he will be the one that either get past someone, get past Carlos Sainz, or overtake him with a pit stop or something. He most likely could do it, but I'm hoping Sergio Perez or Charles Leclerc can do it. And this time Perez will not start behind slow cars, so he can maybe see he start behind Charles Leclerc, I believe. Okay, he's, well, Oscar Piastri, but Charles Leclerc also. So he's still is luckily not Alpine, so he will he hopefully will will he keep up with them? Probably not. But at least he can drive his own race, so he will not ruin his tires, so he can maybe do something in that. So he will probably not get past them on the track, but maybe in the pit stop. Also, second fish for today. And Betty Magnanta Brown. No, one more. Cobb Red Cyan. Almost looked like it could be a third fish for the collection, but it wasn't. It just was a normal, boring fish. Come on, dolphin, help me. So, if Perez doesn't succeed with the time management and everything like that, He will have a boring race. I feel like Oscar Piastri should be able to do something, and Charles Leclerc. But that if Ferrari can be good in the race. He didn't succeed so much in the sprint race, so maybe not. And he also damaged the car in the qualifying, so who knows what Leclerc can do in the race. Man, it's so boring to see Mercedes ahead Ferrari. It's so much fun to see McLaren, Red Bull and Ferrari, the great top 3 teams ahead Mercedes. So let's see. So it can just be that Lewis Hamilton is the only one that actually do something in the race, or can do something in the race. This could be a new fish for the collection, or it will be a fish that I already collected, because the red pink I've seen a lot. But don't know if it is on a flopper or it was. I mean, I believe I've seen it on the glitter fish. But I think it was flopper I've seen it on. Okay, but let's see what the P1 think about our reaction on the Austria GP sprint race. Yeah, GP sprint race. And let's see the sprint race. Yeah, it was a nothing race for Charles Leclerc, and Carlos Sainz did something, so he can't be so happy with that. And I mean, he have a nice mask on him, so he probably really happy. No, this is after the sprint race, so I've not seen the qualifying yet. He must be super happy after the qualifying then.
What happened in the sprint for the Austrian Grand Prix?
Yeah, like I said, mostly nothing. The only thing that actually happened that you can say was interesting, fun, and you wanted to see more of, was the fight between Norris and Max Verstappen, but that was only for one corner, one straight, 2 corners and 1 straight, and then it was over. Then nothing happened, more or less. I think maybe Russell took back his position from Carlos Sainz, or maybe that happened before. But more or less nothing happened.
But we are here. We've had some racing.
We have.
And
define that at racing. I wouldn't. It's weird, because that was not a race. It's like saying Monaco was a race this year. I wouldn't say that. And also one more fish for the collection, and briny red orange. I mean, driving after each other, is that really called a race? I thought the race was when you actually was racing someone, not driving. I mean, it's like saying when you're in traffic and you're driving behind in a line of cars. Are you racing every car in that line? No, but apparently you are in Formula 1.
it was a tale of, I wouldn't even say 2 halves. I would say 1/5 and then the other 4/5.
Yeah, it wasn't great at the end. It's a trend that we've seen maybe in the sprint races.
A trend, so maybe sprint races are bad. I mean, it just fucking watch Formula 3, Formula 2 and tell me what is more interesting, the race or the fucking sprint race? I would say the race. The sprint, I mean, it's... Well, in Formula 3 they don't do any pit stops, so you can say Formula 3 is similar. The race and the sprint race is similar. And also I hate also the thing with I mean, you if you qualifying a P12 in Formula 3, you in the sprint race get a chance to start on pole position and also win the sprint race. So it's like, do you really deserve that? The only reason why you start a pole position is because you qualified 12. Because of that you will earn a win. Or in my head I would say it will always be a fucking sprint race win. It will never be a race win, like other people usually say. I mean, they are not wrong to say it a race win, but it is a sprint race win, because a race win is what happened the next day. And then also they celebrate it like it's also a win. It's so weird. You know, they get the chance to stay on the podium, get the trophies and celebrate, because they qualified 12th, 11th or 10th, and because of that they can celebrate almost a real celebration. And I mean, it's same with the sprint race in Formula 2 also. Yeah, so one more fish for the collection. So that's the only thing I would say is good with the sprint race in the F1. They have the same position. Maybe more boring, but man, at least the people that are on the top deserve the end result. But yeah, only interesting will be I mean, the only interesting in the sprint race is what can happen, but not what actually then happens mostly of the time.
Which we'll get into later, but still plenty of action. And look, we could have had FP3 instead, and instead we had 3 cars battling for the win at one point.
So true. Practice.
That stuff. Oscar Piastri was never close to it. Don't act like he was. Only Lando Norris, and you can't say that was a fight for a win. It was fight for maybe being in the lead for at least one lap.
Slander straight in from Tom Bellingham. You cannot expect anything less from the man. And the first question, we're going to dive straight into it, is from Musk_Zuck. Did Lando bottle the win by not blocking Max from getting the inside line?
I mean, I would say he failed to keep being in the first place. But I don't think he would have kept it for long. Or maybe he could have. But I feel like really hard that he will have kept him the whole race after that.
He called himself an amateur in the post-sprint chat. So I think that he knows that he should have covered the inside line. Perhaps he misjudged just how far back Max was, but it's Max Verstappen. He's going to throw it to the inside. Even if he's 18 car lengths behind, he will still probably try one if you've just overtaken him. So yes, Lando, it was poor defending from him, for sure. And not only that, but that cost him second place as well, which you think about it, it's not just bottling the win. Oscar came through as well after that whole debacle, so he lost 2 positions with that poor defence.
No. Oh, we can skip it. We can skip it. The bad ad.
I'll be slightly more harsh and say I think bottle is a fair
One more fish for the collection.
Because if you've just made a move for the lead and got DRS out of the corner, you should not be then finishing that sequence in third. The worry now is it's maybe becoming a bit of a trend that Max
Verstappen will 100% win the race now. Soon the Red Bull is on a track that are really good for them. They will 100% qualify pole position and win the race.
Verstappen can just be like, I've got Lando, it's fine. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's a bit unfair, but we've seen other drivers. Maybe Lando needs to have a bit more of like a fear factor about him, because we've seen someone like Charles Leclerc. As much as I don't want to say this because it makes you very smug, but he has been brilliant in wheel-to-wheel battles with Max Verstappen, and shown that Max can get beaten in a wheel-to-wheel battle. We know Max is very aggressive and very forceful, but here, just like the last race, Lando has left the door wide open, and yeah, he knows he's made a big mistake there.
Next question from P1 Patreon member MZT. Are McLaren suffering a lack of clear number 2 status with Oscar? Oscar is fighting as he doesn't want...
What? This question comes after... how many races have we not had that Oscar Piastri just let Lando Norris either buy or will not fight Lando Norris because his tires is not good enough for the fight?
To be overshadowed, but it means he isn't helping Lando versus Max.
The only thing I would say you can ask that question is in qualifying, because then Oscar Piastri can beat Lando Norris. But in the race, Lando Norris will always beat Oscar Piastri. If Lando Norris doesn't do a mistake and then waste his tires and then can't get back ahead of Oscar Piastri. Also, one more fish for the collection, stripy light grey.
Well, this is what you get, sadly, in teams. Well, not sadly, it's great to watch, but from a on-paper perspective, McLaren absolutely should be saying, Oscar, work with Lando to try and get a 1-2 as opposed to a 2-3 and you're both fighting amongst each other. But we know that Oscar's driving style, we see it time and time and time again, he will just send it. He looks at those brand new mediums on his car and goes, I am going to rough you up. Like, that's literally, he just goes for it. He doesn't care about tyre wear. He does care about tyre wear.
Nope, but not in the start, but then in the race he starts caring, because now we waste maybe too much of the tires, so we need to look back than look forward.
When it comes to the second half of any race, when he goes, oh god, or any stint where he goes, oh no, I've lost a bit of speed. But back to the number 2 status, you can't instill that in a driver like Oscar Piastri. It just won't work.
I've seen a lot of people go like, Oscar lost that race for Lando. Like, that's unfair to say, because it's not Oscar's fault that he's there in the mix, doing a good performance, which is ironically what we're all kind of hoping and wanting from, like, Sergio Perez, for example. But I think that the key thing here is that it's only a sprint, I think, is a reason why I don't think McLaren switched them. If that had been the race, I think they potentially...
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's 2 points. And also, they're not fighting for championship right now. They're just fighting each other now.
They might have even done it if they know there's 40 laps still to go. But in this situation, I can see why they didn't, because even if Lando had come all the way through the pack, they'd switched, got the move, it's what, like an extra 2 points or something. So I see why they didn't do it in this situation.
Next question, and away from McLaren now. F1_lights out. Why does the pinnacle of motorsports not have the timing graphics for 15 laps? And why is the race...
Oh shit, that happened! I don't know when it happened, but sometime under the race, the graphic just went away. And I think just near the end it come back. When... yeah, I don't know if anything actually did change under that period, but that happened.
Race so dull without it is obviously an error that's
Yeah,
happened.
it was weird. It was like, let's see, can I... Nope. Let's see. It's like playing Minecraft like this. And flopper light grey black. This will just look weird. Man. I wonder how hard this will be playing like this. I mean, at least I can get the full screen. Man. The screen looks so much bigger now. The hands, the clock. Let's see, the clock, the bucket or food or whatever I will have in the other hand. Man. Okay, so let's continue like in the Formula, the sprint race.
And whether it's something, you can't judge as to what's gone wrong. Something might have just exploded in the server room and you're like, well, you know, how are they supposed to really sort that out? But aside from that and giving them the benefit of the doubt, not good enough in the sense of it's a sprint.
Also on that, I don't know, yeah, this happened in the race also. I don't know how often this happened, but I've seen it happen when someone gets past someone at the same time when someone maybe go in the pit stop, or do a pit stop. Then both names get into each other, and then we have an empty space with no name, and then we have two names in the same place. Like they moves down, but the other names doesn't moves up, and then they moves back, and then they get past. And I know it happened the last race, or it was maybe it was the race before that also. But man, the graphics have been weird, and now they didn't work at all. So
like a practice session and it going wrong, fine, but that was a competitive session. And it takes away 90%, 80% of the entertainment, because that's what you realise you're staring at all the time. Like you don't realise until it's gone just how much you rely.
Yeah, you stare at
on
nothing because
graphic,
nothing happens.
Especially that timing tower tells you the story of the race the entire way through, pretty much, right? And then you see tyre strategies and all sorts of stuff, right?
You can see where every person is, how close they are. Are they about to maybe get past someone? Are they catching up? Are they slowing down? I mean, in sprint race, you maybe don't see directly someone go in the pit stop. But if it was a race, then you wouldn't see if someone went in the pit stop. Or maybe had an accident or had a moment that they lost some position and then someone get past them. You will only learn it when they showed you. Sunstreak, pink, purple. Oh shit, we need to... this will be interesting. This one. Okay, let's see. Can we think out? Let's see, I have... This should be the sword, this should be the torch, this should be the pickaxe, this should be the second pickaxe. And I believe I'm on the right. Let's see, 9. Yes. Okay, continue. Math.
So without that, we're basically blind.
It has become that like comfort blanket, because even though we watched the two Alpines, that was the best battle at that point, so they were absolutely right to be showing the two Alpines, because we didn't know the gap between Piastri and Norris and Verstappen. There was always that like, we're missing something. Whereas if you saw that the gap was 2 seconds, you could just like breathe easy and be like, okay, we can watch this.
Yeah,
it's
actually
fine.
true.
It is crazy.
Spot the pink
like, you
purple.
put a tweet about it, like how we are. You don't realise until it's gone how glued you are to that timing tower the whole race. Like you say, it is the story of the race, because you're going, oh look, these getting close now. I wonder if this is going to happen here. So very bizarre situation for it to be out for so long as well.
Här i vårt land.
No, a time that we can skip. Nice.
Ett land där man drömmer lagom stort.
Also sometimes it says like, oh, you can skip it in, and then it just disappear, and then it's like, okay, are you delaying the skip button, or what the fuck are you doing, YouTube? I want to skip and you're just delaying the skipping. Why?
We've had it in the past where the graphics, normally it's the start of maybe even a new race or FP1, that the graphics won't appear for 3 or 4 minutes, but for lap after lap in a sprint race, just randomly for it all to go, it really did. We felt lost. Felt lost.
Next question, just William 41. It's time to bin off the sprint race.
Yes.
Drivers have a go for the first few laps, then pretty much hold station till the end of the race with no strategy element, no spare car, minimal points.
True. If you watch Formula 3, you know the sprint and the race is the same. The other one is just somewhat shorter. And people that maybe shouldn't be up there. Sounds like purple brown. Succeed to get podiums and wins and celebration when they maybe shouldn't be allowed to celebrate. I mean, celebrate a sprint race win after you qualified 12th. Is that really the peak of Formula 3? One more fish for the collection. Super Magneta Cyan. I mean, they should do something. Pit stops is still needed. They need to have the oh, I don't know what it's called. I mean, not the hardest tires, but it's the tires that can get destroyed easily. Let's see, we need buckets. So it's like every lap can be in, let's say, sword, torch, pickaxe, second pickaxe. Nice, and then with 9. So it will, the sprinters will have, can have maybe pit stops in it, if you waste your tires enough. If you don't, maybe you can keep going, but you will be really slowing down, and people that did the pit stops can be really fast. That will make the sprint race more interesting. Yeah, that's softest. The softest tires in what Pirelli can make for every race, sprint race. But they probably will not want to do that, because then they need to do a lot of tires that will just be used for the sprint race in a maybe not good for environment thing. So maybe just remove the sprint race then.
And qualifying just a few hours after, it just feels unnecessary.
Okay, let's see.
Like it.
First time fighting a zombie, so 3. Let's see how this will go. Okay, it was not that hard. The only hard part is knowing what to go. 9, and now we have the buckets.
Tommy said at the top of the show, those first few laps made for everything. That made for 100 times the amount of entertainment you would have got from free practice 3. So I like the fact that sprints aren't every weekend because it's still a novelty. We still go, oh, it's a sprint weekend. It's slightly different. We get one practice session, then all the drivers and teams are trying to figure out what to do.
No, one is food.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I know that it wasn't great after lap 4 or something.
Oh
but,
shit, when do I need to eat?
it's different.
Can you
and,
see that?
I
No!
would not change
This will be weird.
the fact that we still have them.
We've had this conversation a million times. I don't think the
Oh
sprint...
shit, fuck me, what did they say? We need to go back at least here.
I enjoyed it. I know that it wasn't great after lap 4 or something, but it's different, and I would not change.
Okay, you know, I got an idea. Instead of driving as fast as you can in the sprint race, what if every driver need to follow the pit lane, how fast you can drive in the pit lane, and then you drive like that the whole sprint race? Wouldn't that be amazing? Because it's different, right? Different is fun. Or will it be the most boring sprint race you can possibly watch? But it's different. You will be happy.
The fact that we still have them.
We've had this conversation a million times. I don't think the sprint format is perfect in terms of...
It will never be perfect.
First part of a race.
So
essentially you do... But over having a practice session, it's good. And I will not take the narrative that drivers just give up in a sprint.
Light blue
because we saw Nico Hülkenberg do a dive bomb on Alonso.
No, better Cyan. But 100% Cyan.
He's not even anywhere near the points. It's not even like he's gonna... They're racing drivers. Like that whole narrative of...
Oh shit, can't we do... Oh shit. If you care about that, can't we do no points in the sprint race? Then everyone will fight for no points. Wouldn't that be amazing? That's different.
Sprint drivers don't care. Then why do you see drivers crashing over 18? Like, that's just not a thing.
Other small things to mention.
So we can remove all the points in the sprint race. Nice.
Perez, I think I said in the previous sprint qualifying session, it'd be interesting to see if he can stay with the top 7, and that did not happen. He finished 3 seconds behind Charles Leclerc.
Stayed out the way of Max.
In 8th, so that's not looking great for him when we get to the full race. Of course, that's going to be 3 times the length, so that's nearly 40 seconds off Max. Magnussen drove a fantastic race, and I think that will give a lot of promise and hope for Kevin's race tomorrow. Because he was in a land of his own. If he doesn't qualify 20th today, yes, absolutely. And then apart from that, Aston Martin's still looking horrendous, although Stroll did okay in 10th. And Williams and Sauber right at the back languishing.
Yeah, they still look
Albon
bad.
almost got Logan after starting in the pits, but didn't.
And then got beaten by Bottas.
Yeah, so I wonder if he made a move on Sargent or something at the end and didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Either or. We are done. That is it. That's the wrap up for the sprint. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts. I'm sure
I did
everyone's
not
chopping and
enjoy
changing.
it. Oh no. Man, you wrap up really early. It's 1 minute
As
left.
to whether sprints need to be disintegrated from this earth or whether you actually want 24 a year. Be interested to see your opinions on that. Tommy, what are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts are, let's do it all again. And this time, Norris, if you get the chance, defend the inside.
That's crazy. I can't think that's your final thoughts. That's crazy. What other final thought would I have hoped you may have said?
Happy birthday to Jude Bellingham. It's his birthday today.
Right, thank you, everybody.
Happy birthday, man. Have a good... we've had a lot of fun on Twitch.
We have had a lot of fun on Twitch.
So join us
going back
for
on Twitch later.
Quali.
Yeah, so see you soon. Lots of love. Bye!
Now it's over. Yeah, the people that still like sprint race for some reason, because it's different. Why it's different? Because it's... why it's interesting? Yeah, because it's different. Okay, but they also have our reaction on Austria Grand Prix qualifying, and we get an ad that we can at least skip. Nice. And he will be happy for the Charles Leclerc qualifying. I think, I mean, there must be in the thumbnail something about the Charles Leclerc.
What happened in qualifying for the Austrian Grand?
Pain.
Ah, there we have it. The pain.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
Charles
the P1
Leclerc
Podcast with Matt and Tommy. We are here once again to talk more Formula One. It's sprint weekend, and it is pain weekend if you are a Charles Leclerc fan, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Still feels weird, still not normal to have a race in qualifying, but we've got lots to talk about, Tommy, haven't we?
We sure do. Still completely agree. Not a fan of having a race and then qualifying, but we've said that too many.
Yeah, he's weird. He don't like the new format that I would say is so much better. You get your fucking retarded sprint race, so be happy with that. You're fucking disgusting, not Formula 1 fan human. And then it will not ruin for everyone else also. So we still have the qualifying on Saturday, and then we have the race on Sunday. And also, if you have fucked up your car, you can maybe fix it for after the sprint race for the qualifying. Or you do like Mercedes, having maybe a good car and then you make it worse for the race. But yeah, it's so much better than one practice and then you can't touch the car until the race is over. I mean, that's just no. What's fun with that? But I mean, it's different, so maybe they like it.
Many times, but
Just
yeah,
in case people have forgotten. That we
just
are
in case
still
people have forgotten,
not a fan.
still not a fan.
Let's begin with
You're a fan of sprint race, but you're not fan of the format. Man, how can you be so weird?
Q1 then, where the bottom five were Albon, Stroll, Bottas, Sargent and Zhou. The one that sticks out for me there is, of course, Lance Stroll, who is not the biggest shock ever, because Lance Stroll, when the Aston Martin was actually getting podiums in the hands of Fernando Alonso, was getting knocked out in Q1. Now the Aston Martin...
Yeah, and also on that, since he joined Aston Martin, he had not got any podiums in the team. The first years, Sebastian Vettel succeeded to get in 2021. He could maybe got 2, or that could be interesting. The fight with the Trident zombie. But yeah, Sebastian Vettel got the P2 in Baku. Oh no, fuck off. You will not kill that fish. The race Esteban Ogone won. He could maybe could also got the P2. But then he used too much fuel, so he will got disqualified. Oh no! That's why I stopped swimming fast. The food is out. Fuck off. No Trident for me then. So boring. At least the fish didn't get killed. 9. And glitter brown purple. Yeah, and then Alonso's amazing run in 2023. All the podiums went to Alonso. Nothing went to Stroll. So Stroll is just a waste of a seat. Like, why have him? Like, how much money do Lawrence Stroll want to waste until he realizes maybe he should maybe not waste so much money on his son, when he can instead use it to make the team better?
Martin is sort of flirting between Q1 and Q2, so it's not the end of the world when you compare it to their performance that they have, but being knocked out in Q1 is never a good thing.
No, it's not. I mean, Aston Martin have just fallen off a cliff. It's kind of embarrassing now how bad they are to be in that.
They're behind Alpine. That's sad. And somewhat Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team. If Visa Cash App Formula 1 team can succeed to do a good race this day, then it will be really sad for Aston Martin. And Alonso said something, it will probably be equally sad in Silverstone also, so okay, this can be 100% Magnanta. Spotty. Yep, Spotty, Magnanta. Okay, let's continue.
Formula A pack, when we spoke about this race and the gap is so massive between the top teams and the bottom teams, even if
okay, he is so far off. Okay, Red Bull is S rank. McLaren and Ferrari, I would say, is A rank. Mercedes is B rank. Aston Martin was a C rank. Now with the Cash App RB Formula 1 team is on C rank. And Alpine is on... oh shit. They was a C rank. Now maybe Alpine is the C rank and with the Cash App RB Formula 1 team is the D rank. Aston Martin is an E rank and the rest is F rank.
Aston Martin had fallen away and, you know, still bagging that 9th and 10th place, but they're behind, you know, Alpine, they're behind Haas's, they're behind RB. It's shockingly bad.
It really is.
Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team, and then we have Stake F1 team Kick Sauber. They forgot to say the full name.
And then it's, of course, the two Williams and the two Saubers.
Williams,
yeah, nothing
racing.
really surprising. I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame to see Williams. I don't want this to be a thing now where we expect them to be knocked out in Q1. They've sort of fallen by the wayside here with the way they're developing this car. It was supposed to be this all-rounder, but I've not seen any rounding at all. There's not really been any race where we go, damn, that Williams is working quite well.
Yeah, it's gone back.
I mean, being good at every race doesn't mean getting points every race, but being close to getting points every race. And it's a ground to start building on. It's just the surface. You have fixed the surface, and after this season you can start building something, and for 2026 you maybe have a house. Now you're just fixing the ground. You're just making the ground as solid as possible for the future. And that means you have no fucking house, so when it starts raining it will be fucking cold. If it's windy it will be really cold. If you have no fire, it will be really cold. So until the house is in place, it will be a nightmare to live on that amazing surface.
Where it was before now at the back, they're not, you know.
But yeah, they're not Formula 1 fans. They don't know what good can mean for a team. It doesn't mean points every race weekend. It can mean this car is good at every race instead of being fucking bad and you don't know why. Now you know it's good and you know why it's not getting points. Okay, this will be annoying. One more fish for the collection and blocky fish. Yeah, it could be called it. It's a blockfish, pink lime. No, we need to do this. We really don't need to do this, but for some reason I want to have them in order that I will then fucking ruin when I will start collecting them. I'll place them down in the collection. But it feels right to have them in the right order when I'm collecting them. Place... No. Okay, this is the wrong place. Here we have the right place. Fuck me, I don't know when to eat. Probably the most annoying thing. No. Oh, man, this could be bad. If I'm met a more trident zombie than getting killed by this way. Oh, that will be a nightmare. Okay. Time for not using the Formula 1 HUD display sprint race action, because man, I can get killed by it. Okay, continue.
Owning it in the straight line and doing these like purple sectors or whatever, like we expected before, where their car is just unbelievable in a straight line. Yeah,
One
really,
more fish.
they have
Nope,
fallen off
it's
big
not.
time.
Question, NCBerg05. Do you think that Aston has regressed due to lack of upgrades or due to bad upgrades?
Probably lack, but also bad upgrades. And how it sounds like, I don't know, the wind tunnel. I feel like it sounded like the wind tunnel should be active now. But it sounds like it's still not active. Or something not is still active. So until that's active, then they can still be coping that they can still be good. Everything is not in the place. When everything is, they will be good. And hopefully they will be good when 2026, when Honda comes in. But until then, they will probably be bad. And not a new fish for the collection.
Now, neither myself nor Tommy work for Aston Martin, so we can't tell you absolutely
You don't?
categorically. However, if you look at the trend of Aston Martin bringing upgrades to a car, it's never usually gone well. The baseline that they create over the winter, they roll out that it's a Brawn GP car. It's absolutely incredible. And then they stick one thing on. Oh, we're a bit slower. Another.
På Amazon hittar du kvalitetsprodukter du kan lita på till priser som du kan vara nöjd med.
Oh, fuck me, it's 20 seconds. Get removed. Yeah, but this 2024, they didn't start good. So now they started bad. Maybe we'll end the season bad. Instead of starting the season really good and then ending it bad. But hopefully it will not be that. So it will start bad and then end good. But who knows? One more fish for the collection, and blockfish light blue black. And now the ad is over and we can go back.
We're a bit slower. Another thing. Oh, we've gone backwards even more. It does make you wonder about their simulation stuff that they have in the factory, and does any of that really align with what they're sort of building with this?
Probably like Mercedes. The theory, or what to say, it should be good, but in reality it's not good.
This car, it appears not, because they are really bad. I mean, when Fernando Alonso can't get any higher than 15th.
Like you say, we don't work for Aston Martin, so but we can give our opinion, and I do wonder, when you're updating a car and you've got, in my opinion, one of the best of all time of taking a car that's maybe not quite there and over-delivering in Fernando Alonso, and then Lance Stroll, who is having a very difficult time,
living
and at the start of the year,
hard time. He have hard time since Sebastian Vettel was in the team. I believe, Sebastian Vettel must have been, let's see, we want driver standings 2021. Yes, Sebastian Vettel got more points than Lance Stroll. 2022. He still was worse than Sebastian Vettel. And then we have 2023. Lance Stroll. 74 points. Fernando Alonso 206 points. Mostly thanks to all the podiums and stuff he got. And then we have 2024. Lance Stroll 17 points and Fernando Alonso 41 points. The trend is... yeah, Lance Stroll is bad. Why keep him?
Alonso's doing unbelievable things. Stroll's washed, having an absolute nightmare. And then what
He's always
happens
washed.
is they both end up together on track, but they're also down in 15th and 16th. So when you're developing a car,
One more
are you
fish for the
developing it
collection.
for Fernando Alonso to get even further ahead, or are you developing a car for Stroll to catch up?
It probably actually is to catch Lance Stroll up. I mean, if you're already wasting so much money on having a team to make your son be in the team to, yeah, I don't know, for him to win races, then you really need to make him become, first of all, better than your teammate. So if he worse than Alonso, he would never succeed to win a race.
And it makes you wonder if they do develop it for Stroll to catch up, but that sacrifices all their all their pace.
Let's move to Q2 then, and the
Sure.
5 out were Ricciardo, Gasly, Magnussen, Tsunoda and Alonso. Well, I think we'll, as we're still on the topic of Aston Martin, let's go with the question from Lee_Pyram. Is Alonso regretting not entertaining the idea of a short Merc contract next year right now?
Maybe. But you don't know if Mercedes will still be bad. I mean, I think a podiums is nice, but would you rather fight for a win or podiums? And Mercedes will probably just fight for podiums. If even that, so he will probably be not that unhappy, but if the car is equally bad as it's now, then he will probably 100% regret it.
I'm sorry, I don't know how much.
But I don't even know if he was even on the Mercedes. What do you say? Ice. And I believe more Antonelli will be in that seat. But it sounds like they maybe don't want to promote him when he's doing this bad. But he's doing better than Oliver Behrman. And Oliver Behrman sounds like it doesn't look so bad to have him in. But he will be in a house. Going maybe to the top team will maybe be bad. But I see it will probably not be bad. He will just be the learning curve you do will be in the right place where you will in the end be in, but you are in the right place in the first place, not being in the Williams and wasting time and years there before you go to Mercedes. So you don't have to learn anything new, you just learn what you actually need to learn.
Believe that Alonso was genuinely offered that, because I think that he would have jumped at that in a heartbeat.
I don't think it was ever on.
No, I just don't see. I think that this is just a rumour that perhaps has got a little bit out of hand here, but Alonso is not afraid to burn a bridge, to jump ship at the first sight of an inconvenience. Aston Martin showed signs of inconvenience before he made this decision of where to sign. I think that wasn't on, personally. Alonso would rather have 1 year in a car that might be really good than 3 years in a car that is clearly getting worse by the season.
I didn't believe for a second that Alonso would have had a Mercedes contract, because I probably think, like you, he would have gone for it. And it's quite clear the way they've kind of not even toyed with the idea of a Carlos Sainz or anything, that they have got their heart completely set on Antonelli or Max Verstappen if they can convince him to go. It is.
And this is the thing that I think makes maybe Max Verstappen stay in Red Bull, that Sergio Perez is in the other car. So I mean, that's my belief. What makes Max Verstappen want to stay in Red Bull? I mean, not that the car is so bad that he don't want to stay, but making him more likely to stay is Perez in the under seat, and it can
basically
be
those two or nothing.
the only
So
winner.
other stories,
in the
Daniel
team.
Ricciardo out qualifying Yuki Tsunoda. Thoughts, Tommy? Big Yuki stan. I think every time this happens, which doesn't happen all that often this year, but what are we saying? What are we thinking here?
What I'm thinking is that it's going to be very interesting if Daniel Ricciardo continues to sort of be there or thereabouts with Yuki, because
No, you need to.
they've talked.
But it doesn't sound like he will be staying. So maybe he should looking for a new team.
About Liam Lawson. Helmut Marko's come out and said that there's pressure from the shareholders.
Or, what I also believe, they could maybe want to have him still in the team, so he will be a simulator driver or the third driver. He will be what Liam Lawson is now. Yep, not a new fish for the collection. He will be the simulator driver and the third driver if they need a third driver in Red Bull or Visa Cash Up.
Or does that they need to be a junior team now? But if Daniel matches Tsunoda, some people will say that he's had his chance, it is time to go, but it would certainly be a lot more difficult to get rid of him if he continues matching or even beating Tsunoda.
One thing that was really shocking in Q2 was that
Well, he should be beating him. Let's see. Will this still... Yep, this can still swing. That's so weird. Oh no. This thing... Replace the stuff. Okay, let's... we can... Oh, 4 more fishes. 4 more fishes, and then it's time to go down to the basement.
And Magnussen somehow got out qualified by his teammate after looking unbelievable in Q1 and the start of Q2 as well. He was right mixing it there, and then his final qualifying lap, because of course it wasn't as simple as just going out there and setting a lap and then you might be well good enough. It was constantly changing. You had drivers on older tyres, then going on to new at the end. And Magnussen just didn't deliver on his final qualifying lap.
He was on for a fantastic result, and you got to think, how gutting it is that he's managed to do that sprint where you don't get any points on the table, and we've gone, well, if you can qualify there again, something might be on here for them, but alas not, because it's not good for K-Mag at all to be down there, and Hulkenberg's outqualified him, which we didn't see coming because Magnussen was having an unbelievable weekend so far.
Q3 then, and the running order was Verstappen, Norris, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Leclerc, Piastri, Perez, Hulkenberg, Ocon. First question, P1 Patreon member Dennis. Championship back off?
Yes, it is. It was never on. Next year it can be on. I believe more for Lando Norris and construction ships champion on will be with Ferrari and Red Bull next year. But this year, no.
That was such a devastating performance from Max Verstappen. None of us saw that coming. Sprint qualifying
I
was
could have
close.
seen it.
We thought McLaren are right in there. We're all talking about McLaren being the fastest car, and they bottled it in the sprint.
McLaren said Mercedes apparently should be the fastest car. Look at them.
Red Bull have been able to look at that data in the sprint and gone, all right, let's just do that. And, we're 4/10 clear. Or Max found something on the track. Whatever it might be, they can't.
Yeah, like the people that I listened to when I was in the qualifying mentioned that he maybe find a shortcut on the track that made him get this good time. And maybe he actually did. The track limits were all over the
Make
place.
many changes to the car because they're in parc fermé conditions. So it's not like they've gone and completely reset everything.
Yeah, for Max, that's the thing. It's crazy that they can find even more. Max's lap was unbelievable. He's put over 8/10 clear on his teammate. But it's a surprise when we had that sprint, like you say. It really felt like McLaren bottled it. They had a great chance to win. Like they had the fastest car. And then Max just
No, but they
looks
didn't.
maybe even as dominant as he's been all year.
Next question, P1 Patreon member Charlotte Rose. Do you think that McLaren have changed their setup to be more suited to the race, considering the increased gap in today's qualifying to Max compared to yesterday?
Maybe.
It's a very interesting.
They could have. One more 20-second air that we can't skip. So mean. Hopefully they have done it. If they not have done it, then it will be a depressing race for them. The best they can do is, or at least for Norris, P2.
Make there. They were lacking a little bit towards the end in the sprint anyway. Perhaps they are trying to salvage something and thought that maybe they could still get on the front row of the grid. But I would more lean towards the fact that Red Bull have unlocked something more with Max.
Yeah,
because
Red Bull Max.
that gap is
So much better.
astronomical around here.
And also, is there the home race? I didn't understand. Why are you talking about Mercedes will be the fastest when Red Bull can clearly be the fastest? It's the home race.
Could be a very similar setup to Spain in the fact that Lando's going to go for Max, George Russell waiting there in P3. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, McLaren. It's very difficult to say. We've seen a trend maybe in these new cars in inverted commas, but since 2022, Max was actually the one that did this a lot more, where he kind of sacrificed it in qualifying, where it looked incredibly close, and then in the race he was just like, okay, see you later. So whether McLaren
That was so beautiful.
sacrificing a bit of their
I mean, the beautiful thing with that way, it never felt like Max Verstappen did any Red Bull domination, or yeah, you call it domination? Yeah, whatever. Because Charles Leclerc got pole position, it didn't think like, oh, Max Verstappen pole, then win. It was Charles Leclerc pole position, oh, could he maybe win? And then, no, Max Verstappen won. It's like with the McLaren and Norris now. Oh, Norris is really fast in qualifying. Will he maybe win a race? I mean, he could have some races, but in the end, Max Verstappen won.
Their speed in qualifying? I don't know.
One more
but
fish for the collection.
it's a I don't think so. It's a devastating gap.
It really is. Next question, Balent Kremir. Was Oscar really off track limits? It was really close. I feel two ways
I didn't
about
see it, but I think the people that maybe saw it said it looked like it was over.
this. And they're both very polar opposites. On one side, we didn't really have any mention of track limits, which I found very refreshing because F1 have done a very good job with the gravel that they've implemented, and we're probably going to talk about something on P1 Extra to really dive into how we think, or what a success or not that it's been over the course of this weekend, and perhaps how they can implement it into future tracks. So on that side, it's been really refreshing. But on the flip side of that, clearly the FIA have felt that Oscar has left track limits, so they've penalised him. But it also is the rules. So I'm in my head, I'm thinking, okay, that's really annoying. So you look at it, and Oscar's basically dipping a wheel in the gravel. Is he making time up? Absolutely not. But it is the rules that you're not allowed to have all four wheels outside of the white lines. So
Oh yeah. Okay, so it was Oscar Piastri. He did a good time while being somewhat in the gravels. So if he wasn't in the gravel, he would maybe made even better.
Unless we're then going to go to tracks and be like, well, this time it is and this time it isn't because we fixed track limits. I don't know. So I can see from both sides why this has happened and maybe frustrated a few fans.
In my opinion, I know it is about staying on track, but I find the track limits thing so farcical, and you're having these replays where you're watching and you're trying to judge if someone's a millimeter out. It's almost like like VAR in football, where you're like, even if you have technology and you can look at it, sometimes it can still be subjective, where you're kind of like, oh well, it looks like that bit of the wheel's on. And when it's so close, I know like rules are rules, but you're not gaining any advantage. So for me, if you are putting these gravel traps to the side, because you actually look at that line that he's taken there, his other wheels are in the gravel trap slightly, so it's not like he's gaining an advantage on a completely flat bit of tarmac and able to take more speed. And for me, the solution now should just be, you have that gravel, and that's the self-policing. So if someone runs wide into the gravel, that's the disadvantage on them. You don't need to delete lap times and things, because Oscar Piastri has clearly not gained an advantage. I totally understand when they were deleting lap times when people were running off and they were going straight onto a tarmac bit of runoff, because they could take like half a mile an hour or whatever through the corner, but it's clearly not the case now.
Yeah, interesting one. Let us know in the comments or on social media what you think about that, because Oscar was not happy at all either. He basically said it was embarrassing. He was very livid in the post-quali interview. So
was I.
Yeah, because of your five driving.
If you missed it on Twitch before Oscar
no blue time
was off, I'd got the top 5 bang on.
That immediately made me forget Charles Leclerc going off the track was the karma that slapped you right across the face.
Let's speak about Charles going off the
track.
track.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Final question from _Sal __. Who do we need to pray to end Leclerc's suffering? Now, I'm not going to be a blind fanboy about this. He made a mistake. This isn't a bad luck. This is him trying to push every ounce of time out of that Ferrari. We all know that Charles Leclerc is very much sending it in qualifying anyway, and that's why he's had so many pole positions. That's why he's been so successful on a Saturday. But it didn't work this time out. Didn't really lose too much, I don't think.
No, just look at this. Fucking Underman just ruined everything. And then lightning strikes ruin the nice tree area I've had there.
Maybe the chance of P3. So actually, no, that is quite a few positions from P6, but of course he gained a position after Piastri having his lap time deleted. But no, we're not praying. We're just saying, right, Charles gave it a good go, and it didn't work out. So, sad times.
Yeah, unfortunately for Charles, he's now sort of trying to make up the deficit of Ferrari. They're not as quick as we thought they had been. They're definitely not.
Gone?
Yeah, they're definitely not this second best car that we thought was the case at the start of the season. And
yeah, And I am somewhat worse than Mercedes, and that's sad. Hopefully some upgrade comes, at least for Monza.
Charles is doing everything he can to kind of cover that, and when we've seen that in the past, that has been the odd mistake here and there because he's pushing so hard.
Absolutely. There's still a fight with Mercedes tomorrow, I think. With
It will be.
Your Ferrari
Hopefully.
there, and of course Oscar Piastri, how quickly can he get through on the Mercedes and the Ferrari, because McLaren second fastest car, I think. So fascinating race ahead of us. Can Lando defend the inside line if he gets ahead of Max? We will see. Tommy, what are your final
Probably
thoughts
not.
there?
Like, he can.
Happy birthday.
He can defend the inside line. But how many laps or will he keep it after he get past?
I'll say it properly this time.
Nice.
And we'll go,
Yeah.
let's go party.
Oh, we're partying. Hell yeah. We're going out in London tonight, so that'll be good fun. And if I have a very croaky voice on the podcast tomorrow, you know that I'm probably having an out-of-body experience. And because those kind of hangovers are something else. But that is it. Thank you, everybody, for all the lovely messages that you've sent me, whether it's on Twitch or on Instagram or wherever it was. I have felt the love today, so I really appreciate that. And Tommy is going to be feeling the love with me a little bit later on. So I'll see that. And Tommy is going to be feeling the love with me a little bit later.
No, feeling the love. Sound like he was talking about Tom will be filling him with love. I wonder what that means. I mean, they have been in the same room, slept together. So, yeah, might been filling him with more love than you probably would think. So let's continue.
So on. So I'll see you very soon. Adios. Race day tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, it was at least yeah, whatever ad it is, Hellman's, yeah, 1913. Okay, that was that. Fuck off. We are now at Peter Windsor. But before that, we will be counting. Man, I should... this way. Should be 24 like always, 18, 20, 22, 24, 30, 36, 40, 42. 42 fishes for the collection, so 18. Oh, we could be over 1,800 now. 18, 25 plus 42, 20, 800, 820, 825, yes. So 1,825 we are up now. And that means 25, 5 is 30, 75. We need food. 75, 175, 875 tropical fishes left to collect. then we should... Oh, this is so annoying because I want to do everything in the right order. Oh no! We can't do that. We need to do this before. Food, food, food. It should be in the green with the tropical fishes. Let's see. We have. It should be here. Nope. Okay, we have. What can chicken be? Rabbit. Okay, I was almost right where the chicken was. And now we can go up and collect the sugar boxes. And yeah. Now that food storage is done. And now we can start collecting the fishes. No, green. Let's see, do we have any 100%? We should have 100% one color. There we have blockfish light blue. Do we have any one more? Nope. There we have cyan. We should have one more. There we have the third one. Don't think we have any more. Nope. Cyan Betty. Do we have a cyan Betty? We have. Light blue blockfish. Do we have a light blue? We have. Boring. Do we have a spotty magnanta? Spotty magnanta. We don't. Nice. So -2 already. Cyan. No, Betty cyan. We need to remember. Betty green. Betty. There we have Betty cyan. Okay, Betty cyan. You go away again. Blockfish light blue. Light gray. Blockfish black, orange. Oh no. This one. Okay, Betty cyan. Do we have any more Betty cyan? No. Nice. -2. 23. -2. Okay, now we can start with the Peter Windsor.
Well, after all these years of trying not to... like the new Österreich-ring, and that's because, of course, I was around when we used to race at the old Österreich-ring, and Zeltweg Light was never the same. I've got to say now that from a technical perspective, I'm actually beginning to fall in love with this new circuit for one reason, and that is that bit of road I've been talking about, certainly in the last video.
I wonder if, because Max Verstappen do so great job, he just, man, this track, I must love it because Max Verstappen doing so good.
And in the live stream in the build-up to Austria. That transition from turn 7, which is the end of that long left-hander in the midfield, into turn 8, which is the right-hander leading on to a medium-length straight downhill into the last 2 corners. It's a really impressive bit of road. It's 6th, 7th gear. It's very quick, in other words, and there's a lot of load on the car and a lot of focus on weight change from left to right, loading that up at exactly the right rate, commensurate, of course, with the pace the car's going and what the tyres are going through at any given millisecond through there. All a bit of a mouthful, but in totality, it adds up to a piece of road that is very, very discerning of touch and feel of drivers like Max, and I'm sure everybody has their own idea of who can be there in the turbulence of Max Verstappen these days. And on that
Lando Norris, but not Lewis Hamilton. That's beautiful.
Basis, it was really interesting to see in qualifying today how much advantage Max was gaining in Sector 3, and primarily through exactly that section of road, exactly the bit of road I've been talking about, left to right, high speed. And in qualifying today for the Grand Prix tomorrow in the afternoon, we had the sprint race in the morning, we'll get onto that in a minute. It was fascinating to see how much advantage Max was able to pull out through precisely that piece of road. Yes, he was very good too, very precise and very accurate through those last 2 right-handers, but he'd kind of done the job by then.
Man, only one Betty. Or I had what is Betty Cyan? But if you skip that, just one Betty. Really? That's weird. Okay, Magnanta Brown. No, and it's also a copy. Spellman. Okay, continue.
Because of the speed he was carrying out of turn 8 into that little bit of straightaway. And that's what did it. And that's what moved Lewis Hamilton when he was coming back on his slowdown lap back into the pit lane, when he asked his engineer about where he was, and they thought he was 6th at the time, and then Oscar Piastri had his time deleted, which moved Lewis up to 5th. And then on hearing that he was half a second away, he just sort of went, wow, half a second on a circuit lap as short as this, wow. And of course, like everybody else in Formula One, he's just then thinking of, I say most people in Formula One, let's put it that way, he's then thinking of the car. How can that Red Bull be so much quicker than a Mercedes around such...
Or you thinking, how can Mercedes be so bad? But you probably think, why is Red Bull so fast also?
A short lap, particularly if, when you look at the top speeds, there's very little in it. There's not much you can do in Austria, given the amount of downforce you got to run, to enhance your top speed. Yes, Max was quickest by a little bit. We'll get onto those numbers in a second as well, but not by much. We're not talking 3, 4, 5 kilometers an hour here, or even more than that, or straights as long as some of the other circuits we see. We're seeing a very compact circuit with very little difference in top speed. Quite a lot of the corners are kind of line locked. You've got to do what the corner asks you to do. But on that one bit of road, also into turn 1 as well, I've got to give Max credit there. It's a very, very good corner for Max, that entry into turn 1. But on that very, very precise piece of road, turns 7 to 8, that delicate piece of road, Max Verstappen was just outstanding there today. So in order to see what he's actually doing now, let's have a look at some of the data in some sort of logical order, beginning with the overall qualifying laps and how they're lining up on the grid tomorrow. Max didn't run any new soft tyres in Q1, unlike anybody else of his nearest opposition. So he had fully loaded 2 sets for Q2 and Q3, and he used them superbly. His fastest lap...
Yeah, he had so many tyres, red new tyres for him to waste however you wanted. While... Mercedes can't.
That was his last lap, which was a 4.314, as you can see there. Lando Norris will start second, so there's a big difference there already, 4 tenths. And then it's very, very close, obviously. George Russell, very good job again in the Mercedes. Carlos Sainz upholding Ferrari honour after Charles Leclerc went off into the second last right-hander on his last attempt. on a new set of Pirellis, of course, but he was really short of new tyres and was running a scrub set in the first run in Q3, which is possibly why he was trying so hard on that new set on the last run. Nonetheless, at that level, shouldn't be making that sort of mistake. Lewis Hamilton won at 4.9, just a shade away from George Russell. Charles Leclerc, that's the lap he did on the scrub tyres. Oscar Piastri, that's the first lap he did in Q3. He did a 4.7, that was the lap, was the deleted. It was a shade slower than Lando, so he would have been starting P3, now starting P7.
Yeah, man, that's so annoying. It could have been P3. And it could have been the one that was talking, but no, we got George Russell.
Sergio Perez, yeah, you know, droning around, 5.2. Nico Hülkenberg, this morning it was Kevin Magnussen doing a really good job in the sprint race for Haas Ferrari. This afternoon it was Nico Hülkenberg, nothing like having two drivers you can rely on. And Esteban Ogone got his Alpine into the Q3 top 10 as well. Just having a look at those who were eliminated.
Gasly could have been the top 10.
Real surprises in Q1. I suppose you could say Lance Stroll, a bit of a surprise. Q2, Fernando Alonso, underlining again how uncompetitive the Aston Martin.
And I understand this. Is it a surprise? I wouldn't say it's a surprise. I've seen how Lance Stroll is driving. It's a surprise that he's still in Formula 1, not that where he's qualifying. That is normal. Blockfish rat. Do we have any blockfish rat? Do we have blockfish? Blockfish red. Red cyan. Nice. No, this is the wrong. This is the right. This is the way. Red cyan. Okay, nice. Blockfish purple, I believe. Blockfish purple should be somewhere here. Blockfish green. Maybe not. Blockfish purple. Okay, maybe now it will be out there. Purple, light blue. It will. Oh shit, we didn't move over the wood. Yeah, should it be blockfish purple? Blockfish purple. Purple. Yeah, this one oh shit. To just make sure, light blue. Yeah, light blue black, yes. We want only two blindly? The fuck? Continue.
Are at the moment. Kevin Magnussen not having a great run in Q2, and Pierre Gasly just being pipped by Esteban Ocon around here in Austria. And now just to dispel the talk about top speed, obviously Red Bull have got a really good compromise in terms of the amount of downforce they've got, the amount of grip they've got, and the top speed they have. 319 max on his quickest lap through the speed trap, which is at the end of that long back straight. You can see on the horizon, George Russell 318, and you can see how close it is, 317 for everybody else. Oscar Piastri 315. Maybe he's running a little bit more wing than Lando Norris. So let's delve now even further into that Sector 3 difference and seeing what they were all doing precisely through that change of direction.
Nice. Let's see. Red, orange, yellow, green, purple, blue, cyan, lime, black, brown, pink, light gray, magenta, light blue. No, not pink. There are. Many is the 1013. How many different? 15, I think. Soon there. Boom. See. 14. Oh yeah, the base, it's 15. Oh no, we should look that up. 15 different colors should be. 15 different colors. Where do I have that information? 15 base colors. So 15 different colors. So yeah, so it's 14 different orange, batty orange and another color, but then the 100% orange will be the 15th. So we need one more, and then let's see, briny red. Do we have one briny red? Briny red. We don't. So that will be like this one. 100% done, missing the 100% orange. What if I should BO? Hello, B0. But who cares? I did the screenshot, yes. Now it's time for the D. No, C. C. Then we have D. And then we have the flopper Lewis Hamilton fish. Continue.
And 8. We've got the microsector results. And you can see there, this is exactly the same piece of road on their quickest laps. Max Verstappen, 264 kilometers an hour in 7th gear. He's already gone from 6th to 7th. I know there are differences in ratios, but let's give this the benefit of the doubt, because for sure Max is getting the car into a higher gear just to settle it, just so he can get that change of direction absolutely perfect. Whereas everybody else is still there in 6th gear. Lewis Hamilton, 2nd quickest right there. That says a lot about Lewis. That should give him a lot of confidence, because where it really counts, where it's really down to...
Don't give him confidence. He should be bad. He should be worse than Sainz, Piastri, Norris, Russell and Charles Leclerc.
Subtle weight changes. Lewis still absolutely, well, right up in the Max Verstappen class, bearing in mind obviously the Red Bull is a more agile car on that bit of road than the Mercedes, as George Russell is showing. Lewis 259, still in 6th gear, everybody else in 6th gear. Carlos Sainz, pretty good job as well, 258, but probably playing the penalty. He's very quick there, but he does make a lot
nice. One more. fish that will make me needing to make one more chest. Disgusting lightning strikes can just go away. Let's see. Yeah, this area should be used now. Where the dead tropical fishes is lying. That's somewhat ironic. Blue. Was it Dasher? Blue, yellow? Should be. I remember the yellow. Blue, yellow. Magenta, light gray, green, pink, gray, orange, cyan, black, light blue. Yep. No. Light blue, blue, yellow. Dasher blue. Yeah, continue, Peter Woodsard.
Weight change from right to left. He does lean on the car a lot, and possibly that was then penalising him on the straight afterwards. But in terms of mid corner, he's really good there. Oscar Piastri 256, Lando Norris 255. Bearing out everything we say about Oscar Piastri, he does have great feel for that change of direction. And George Russell 254, much more spiky through there than Lewis Hamilton. Lewis is doing everything in a slightly more softer, supple way. George is dum like that, and that shows up. That's whatever that is. That's 5 kilometers an hour difference right there. Very impressive performance by Lewis Hamilton. So you shouldn't be too down about being slower on the overall lap compared with George, because right there, that's a very good piece of news for Lewis Hamilton. But the best piece of news, of course, is for Max Verstappen and how good he is there and how different he is from everybody else, and how, okay, the Red Bull is a great car, but he's absolutely extracting the maximum from it to the point where he's in 7th gear where everybody else is still in 6th. So that's really impressive, and I think that says just about everything you need to say about qualifying today in Austria.
Oh, nice.
On a circuit this small, on a circuit lap this small, for Max to have that sort of advantage and to hold that advantage throughout the sprint race and then throughout.
I mean, just beautiful. 100% domination of Max Verstappen.
Qualifying, even though he's on scrub tyres in Q1. Really, really impressive day for Max Verstappen. And so that's how they line up on the grid, assuming Max makes a clean start, and he's done quite a lot of those in recent times. It's going to be another Max Verstappen demonstration. I won't say walkover tomorrow, because it's a demonstration of finesse and of how good he is, even on a circuit which in theory should bring the opposition nearer to Max, because there are 3 DRS zones and it is a very short lap, and there aren't many corners, but there's that one place, and also the approach to turn 1 where he can really do something differently from anybody else. Of course, DRS is another story, and we saw that.
Oh shit. Do we have brown, white, yellow, light blue, magenta, red, lime, blue, purple, pink, cyan, green, black, orange, no, brown, white. Let's make this. So 13, we need one more for this one also. Light gray, flopper red, flopper light gray. Flopper light gray, flopper red. fuck? What? Floppy grey what the fuck? No, there's no flopper red, flopper light grey. There were floppy light grey. Floppy light grey, black. Flopper red. Playfish red. Cob red. No snooper. Flopper brown. Flopper purple. Brindley red. Stripy red. Flopper cyan. There we have flopper red. Red pink. Six. Oi, what the fuck I'm counting? It's 3 and then 5, that's 8. Okay, then we go to the cob. Snooper. Then spotty. Spotty, where is the next spotty? We saved it, the other one. Glitter. Continue now. Peter Windsor.
That coming into play in the sprint race today, Max made a really good start and was pulling out a substantial lead over Lando even by the end of the first lap. Really good. But as soon as DRS was activated, Lando was able to get in the tow, and he actually got past Max going into turn 3, which is the tight right-hander at the top there. Got a run on him with DRS and came in from quite deep, and Max sort of just about to turn in and then straightened the wheel. Lando got him up the inside, and then classic Max Verstappen just wouldn't let the momentum get away from him, stayed in the tow, right behind Lando. He didn't have DRS because he'd been leading the race at that point.
True.
And just when Lando was least expecting it, in the middle of the road, probably should have been a bit more to the right, Max just came down the inside from nowhere, really. I don't think Lando was expecting him at all to be there on the inside. He locked the inside front, and Max just did a perfect pass.
Yeah,
Oscar Piastri was then all over Lando and managed to get past Lando as well. And Lando then spent the rest of the race, he said he wasn't feeling that well, but the way he drove today looked like the normal Lando Norris to me. So it was just sort of classic Lando before the sprint race. Not feeling very well. A bit of a Nigel Mansell in that respect, isn't he? Anyway, Oscar drove very well. And Lando, in the end, he sat around for most of the race, getting the tyres to work again. Got near enough to Oscar probably to start playing with DRS, but didn't do anything, and they finished second and third in that order, but Max just won that race going away. Superb win for Max Verstappen. Very good race too by Carlos Sainz. First lap, fabulous pass around the outside of George Russell going into...
Good race, and then he get overtaken by Russell in the end.
Turn 4. Not many drivers can pull off an outside pass on George Russell, and he did it. Obviously, that would have annoyed George intensely, and he did get back in the end with a DRS pass over Carlos. Very good pass it was too, but bearing in mind this was the first lap with fuel in the car, the amount of fuel they were running anyway. Great pass by Carlos, I thought. Lewis Hamilton tried to get near Carlos.
That was from his end, right?
Over Carlos. Very good pass it was too, but bearing in mind this was the first lap with fuel in the car, the amount of fuel they were running anyway. Great pass. Bearing in mind this was the first lap with fuel in the car, the amount of fuel they were running anyway. Great pass by Carlos, I thought. Lewis Hamilton tried to get near Carlos but couldn't and finished 6th. Charles Leclerc a distant 7th. Very disappointing. He made with the team, they went for further chassis changes, setup changes going into qualifying, and just ended up with quite a different car from Carlos Sainz. Nothing spectacularly new in that. We see teams doing that a lot, but Charles talking about that a lot after qualifying, when in reality it would have been better to have gone into detail about why and what happened going into the second last corner. He just went in much too quickly, lost the back end, and not enough room for correction. Good job for him. There's a big runoff area there, and he was able to bring the car back, did a 1:10 or something on that lap. But we haven't seen many incidents there. Got to say hats off to the FIA and the circuit architects and designers and engineers who have put in new curbs this year in the Österreichring. They're working really.
I mean, I don't know if they did so much work to fix that. They made a gravel area, and the drivers just don't want to touch it. So I would say it's a high-tech solution.
Well, we've got curb and then we've got gravel, but there doesn't seem to be much gravel going onto the circuit.
Fuck me, Peter Reserve, you need to stop. I need to find a cob fucking purple. Where do we have it? A cob purple. There we have cob red. Cob pink, cob grey. Don't we have any fucking cob purple? Blockfish purple. Cob lime. Cob orange. Cob cyan. No, apparently not. I don't have any fucking cob purple. Oh wait. No, don't say I looked for glitter. Yeah, there we have fucking cob purple. Fuck me. Purple brown. Do we have purple brown? We don't, so that's somewhat fun. Fuck me. Looking for wrong fish. Wrong. Right color, wrong fish. God damn it. Sign. Carlos Sainz. Cob. Purple. Yeah, blockfish purple and cob purple will be next to each other. Can we... how many is it? It's 4. Yeah, we could move the fishes after I place down a snooper. Magenta cyan. There we have magenta. Did we have? Yeah, magenta cyan, magenta cyan. Yeah, okay, this should be placed here. Light blue gray. Light gray. Light blue gray. Nice. Okay, now we can start moving some fishes. Oh, I didn't move the cob lime either. Oh, blockfish pink. Fucking witch. Blockfish pink. Blockfish pink. Cob lime. Yep, that should be right. That's right. So blockfish purple. Blockfish purple. Then we have dash blue, cob purple, dash blue, cob purple, dash blue. Oh no, did I miss? Yeah, there we have dash blue, cob purple. Yep. Then we just have the S fishes left to place down. Let's see. Yeah, move them. This one should be first. Actually, we need still that one. Then stripey right. Yes, stripey. Then we have sunstreak. Spotty. Okay, now you can continue Peter Windsor.
Circuit, and it's all working well in terms of track limits. Oscar Piastri accepted, of course. My only thought is that the reason we were always told prior to this year that they weren't able to do curbs like that at the Austrian was because the circuit has a dual purpose with motor.
Oh yeah, that was the biggest reason. They can't do the gravel stuff because the motorbike stuff. Apparently they could.
GP, and they don't want any sort of gravel on for MotoGP for obvious reasons. So I'm just wondering if that means no more MotoGP in the Austrian or massive changes and expensive changes, of course, for MotoGP. Anyway, I suppose Formula One says, well, that's not our problem. If you want us to have a race there, you're going to have to make these changes. And just to sum up, they are working very well. So that was good. Sergio Perez, they went round and round, finished 8th. Very unimpressive, really, in the other.
No,
Kevin Magnussen.
Don't be mean. He got. I finished in the points. That's somewhat. Purple, blue, purple, blue. Purple, blue, blue Magnata. Did I look for blue Magnata before? No. Okay, so this should be placed there. Okay, stay. Purple. Purple light gray. Pink purple. Okay, this is the last one. Okay, then we have blue, spotty, 2 spotted pink and 1 spotted blue. Spotted pink, I believe should be here. Spotted pink, brown. God damn it. And then, oh, time for the next spotted pink, purple. Do we have any purple? Doesn't look like that. Brown, cyan, red, light gray, blue, gray, orange, magenta, lime, black, green. Nope, no. Pink, purple. It's 12. 2 more we need from that one. Spotted blue. Where do there we have spotted blue? Blue magenta. Print, yeah, print brown. Pink, print brown. Yeah, now you can continue again.
Got a penalty for...
Yeah, talking shit about Perez. That's so mean. He got 2 years contract to get points. What more do you need him for?
locking up when...
I mean, like, his driver license will be so cheap to pay for it.
Behind Fernando, and Fernando had to run wide to avoid him. But I mean, it was all for, I don't know, what was it, for 9th, 10th place or something, nothing particularly important. He got a penalty, still finished 9th on the road, which is good. Lance Stroll 10th in the other Aston Martin. Qualifying for me was all about that really sensational piece of road, turn 7 to turn 8, and what Max Verstappen is doing there. You can see it on TV. You can see, I mean, they move the camera a lot, so it's quite difficult. But if they try and, if you can catch laps where they don't move the camera too much, you can just see Max, he comes out of 7, and bearing in mind he's actually going quicker than anybody else at this point, looks as if he's almost on rails, gets the car to the point where he's got to change direction, and just does it beautifully. And you can see him coming out on a slightly...
Isn't it beautiful to know that Lewis Hamilton can't drive this in his Mercedes?
Earlier exit than most drivers. If you see Lando there, if you see Carlos Sainz there, even Charles Leclerc, there's a lot of that, and then there's a lot of that. But there's none of that with Max Verstappen, and there's not much of that with Lewis Hamilton either, and that shows up in the data.
No! So you can see it in Mercedes, in Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes also. That's depressing. The Mercedes need to make their car even worse then.
We've been talking about today. So yeah, great bit of road. I'm not sure how big a factor that won't play that big factor in the race tomorrow, because there'll be full tanks, there'll be DRS, and millions of other variables.
Oh, that will be interesting. Will Mercedes floor, how will that look after full tank? It looked bad when it was not full tank. Blue line, blue line. And hopefully Lewis Hamilton maybe will get disqualified again. Sunstreak, grey yellow.
Into play, but that was what defined the quality of the lap of Max Verstappen today around this funny little circuit, the Red Bull Ring, designed for...
What the fuck have I done here? What? Well, it's time for me to look back. When did I fucking do this? Grey, yellow. Grey, grey, yellow. That was brown, grey. Here we have grey, yellow. Oh, this will also be moved. Continue, Peter Wisser.
close racing and for competitive overtaking. But suddenly there emerges, blossoms this beautiful little technical part of the lap, which was wonderful to watch today, I thought. So yeah, really good qualifying session in that sense. Really enjoyed it, and it'll be inevitably be an incident-filled race, I'm sure. DRS alone will do that, plus safety cars potentially and lots of other stuff going on. So look forward to tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Big thanks to Jetcraft, to OEM Exclusive, and to Track Ninja, our partners. Make sure you read about them in the description.
I don't understand this fucking... I don't understand Jetcraft either. Like, where do these sponsors come from? And why have they come? It's so weird. But sure.
Below this video. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Sunstreak grey yellow. Yeah, this will land somewhat good. There we have it. Maybe it's too long black screen, but hey. Better than what I've seen. Let's see. Yeah, that was qualify and sprint race. Let's see. Now we have Kym Illman. Why the Austrian F1 sprint race got delayed? Oh yeah, P1 or Peter Wisser didn't mention anything about. I think P1 maybe mentioned something, but not why it was delayed. Sunstreak grey. Sunstreak grey. Sunstreak grey. Yes. Oh shit. That's why I had so many fishes in buckets, because I picked them up. You can go there. Sunstreak cyan green. Cyan. There we have the fucking brown again. No cyan. White. Do we? I don't know. White. White blue. If one more gets removed, I can move them. And I believe that should be the... No, this one is still left. Oh, I can move them. Okay, this chest can be moved. That I will be doing when... Oh yeah, there were no signs sunshine. That chest will be moved when we are done. Black Magnanta, nice. Pink, purple. That's not nice. Purple brown. Purple brown. Yeah, we have at least brown, but we need purple. Oh wait. This one should go there. Cyan, green, purple. Sunstreak cyan, sunstreak purple. Sunstreak purple, purple brown. Sunstreak cyan. Cyan green. Oh, that was somewhat boring. Okay, how many fishes did we go? Minus 6, 15, 20. That's somewhat good. 22 fishes plus. So 22. So we over 1,800. 1,801 fishes collected. So 99. 100. 899 fishes left to collect. Man, that's yeah, now time for the fun part. Go through every fish again to make sure I have not done any mistake. Probably have not. But who knows? While I'm doing that, we can have Kym Illman maybe give information on why the Austrian F1 sprint was delayed.
G'day, the sprint race start.
Okay. Also, good day, mate.
G'day, the sprint race start aborted because of photographers? Yep, the whole.
Really? The fuck?
G'day, the sprint race start aborted because of photographers? Yep.
Really? Fuck them.
The whole story shortly.
Oh, were you part of that group?
If you were watching the sprint race, you would have noted there were 2 formation laps. Why? Well, it was to do with some photographers at turn 1. Now, for a start, the area in question is at turn 1 on the outside of the track. This is an area where traditionally photographers have been allowed. Was it a red zone? And by red zone, I mean an area that you cannot photograph? No, there was only one red zone noted.
One red zone. Okay.
On the FIA's map. Well, what happened? Well, I'll tell you because I was up there. About a minute before the noon start.
Oh. Is that really safe for them to stand?
There are probably about 25 photographers spaced out along that section of the fence. That's something that's happened a lot over the years.
Okay, so no safety.
So the cars head off on their formation lap, and then I see a couple of marshals asking people to move back away from the Armco fence. Now that's unusual. For a start, there's no shop back there, and it's unusual to be asked at the last minute. So who's requested that? Well, from what I can gather, somebody in the control room has seen photographers in that spot and thought that is dangerous, and it may well be the case that that is dangerous.
Oh my god, so, man. So something I saw directly took Formula 1 how many years to understand? Maybe that's dangerous to have. I mean, if someone... Let's see if we can have... I mean, if someone just make a contact and then full ahead into this barrier, you feel like no protection.
That's happened a lot over the years. So the cars head off on the... Somebody in the control room has seen photographers in that spot and thought that is dangerous, and it may well be the case that that is dangerous. So they've said, marshals, please move everyone back. Some of them did it. Some of them, I think, were just discussing the issue with the marshal at the time that the cars rolled up ready to do the start. And clearly there were enough photographers there that it was still of concern. So at that point, I understand, a decision was made to have the field do another formation lap while this issue was corrected.
Oh my god, why did I realize when the... well... Should I really complain? It's fucking sprint race, who fucking cares if that gets ruined? Man, the people that love sprint race must be really happy with this. one less lap in the sprint race, man, it could change everything. Lando Norris could maybe got one more chance to get past Oscar Piastri.
There were more marshals then quickly moving people further back. They got back as far as I was and said we needed to move a little bit further back, which we did. And by that time, all the cars had rolled around to the start line and eventually got away with no photographers in that at-risk area. So two things. I believe that's the first time that that has ever happened, that photographers have caused a start to be aborted. That from Ted Kravitz, who I spoke to about this a little earlier. And secondly, there'll be no doubt that we won't be able to shoot from that spot for tomorrow's race. We've just had an email from the FAI saying that yes, this area indicated here will be a red zone for tomorrow.
Maybe you should have done it before the sprint race started. Man.
Tomorrow's race, even though it's never been won before. Was anyone ever in danger? Well, if they'd stayed there, probably yes. So in hindsight, it was a good decision, although it was a very late one and certainly caught a lot of photographers by surprise. Now, a follow-up.
Smidig rakning och exfoliering i varje drag. Med rakblad som håller 50% längre.
Blue, light blue. Ah,
remember, it's a credit card.
True.
Up on the Logan Sargent David Coulthard issue.
Oh,
did you...
yeah, they in the Williams talk podcast thingy. Alex Albon brought it up. And apparently it's Alex Albon's car, not Logan Sargent's. But Logan Sargent got all the credits for the bad parking.
Did you see this video on Williams' social media page?
How do you feel about...
I will just call it Williams' page. I mean, it's YouTube, so maybe you could say it was on the Williams page. I would say I saw it in the YouTube clip.
DC calling you out for parking.
Well, I don't know if you saw... My boy Kym Illman had my back.
Did he really?
Yeah. So Alex parked like an idiot.
You know.
I parked perfectly, and I got for him parking hitting a pole.
Well, I can tell you, as an adjunct to that, I spoke to David Coulthard, who was doing hot laps last night, and I did ask him, did someone tell you that was Logan's car? And he said, no, just took a guess.
No, he just took a guess. That's... No. So he just looked, okay, who is against the pole? Okay, must be Logan Sargent.
He's pretty nonchalant about it, and I think it was just a bit of fun on his part, although a lot of you probably picked up that it was a bit rough on Logan, and certainly Logan here was happy to set the record straight with Alex Albon.
Hello people, there's track action going on outside, but I'm prepping, as you can see here, for something a little bit different. I'm doing a hot lap.
And hot lap, okay.
Lap around the Red Bull Ring, which is quite a thrill, especially on a race weekend. So I've now got my suit on, I've got my helmet, I've got my hand, I haven't got a hands device, I've got a balaclava, and I'm going out with a very talented driver in a Porsche GT2 or 3. Doesn't matter what number, it'll be immensely quick, and there'll be plenty of hesitation from me heading into corners like turn 1 and turn 3 where there's heavy braking involved. I've done plenty of racing in the past, but I've been in control of the car, not as a passenger. That tends to worry me a little bit. Anyway, it's something I think I will remember for a long time, and I can't wait to get out of the car and tell you what it was like.
Let me tell you, I've just come back from a hot lap in a Porsche GT2, and it was absolutely electric. They do a lap in about 1/3.
Oh my god, didn't I have a problem to find this before? Man, the new row. Red, pink. There should be more easily.
And it's a violent ride. F1 cars doing about 105. And the thing that stood out for me was the braking. It's late braking, it's violent, and coming into this turn, I thought they would have taken that pretty much without savage braking, but I was wrong. The lead into that corner, they heavily brake, and then they're on the throttle very quickly, feeding it out as they go around, then they brake again heavily there. So thank you very much to the circuit for organising that. In fact, you can come and do that. Yes, that's something that they offer the general public for a fee, but my gosh.
Man, that must be expensive.
It was an amazing experience. I can only imagine what it's like for a driver in an F1 car. Somebody said, how did your neck go? It was fine. And I took some photos, as you can see here, as I went around, but in an F1 car, yeah, someone like me would end up with their head down on their chest very quickly. So thank you to my driver, Peter.
Oh, shit. I wonder... Maybe you can just... I mean, Formula Freak, and that... Could just that be hard on your neck?
Magnificent education of the track. Most frightening
Wait,
corner.
Well,
certainly coming into the second last, there's a lot of braking involved, but probably 1, 2, 3... 4 or 5 heading into the hairpin. That was something you just think, please brakes, work. Otherwise you're in that gravel trap. Oh, now, time to have a schnitzel. Bit of drama yesterday between Christian Horner and Jos Verstappen. Jos.
Yeah, that's fight. I mean, Jos Verstappen can say whatever he think. I've seen him after the Monaco race when Perez qualified, I think P1 or pole. Either what he got, he won the race later, and man, I talk from Jos Verstappen after that. So what he said about Christian Horner, I believe he was just looking at himself in the mirror, and what he saw, he said, without realizing he was talking about himself and not Christian Horner.
Was at the track, and he was due to drive an RB8 car around the track. However, a number of journalists questioned Christian at the press conference as to why he effectively put the kibosh on Jos driving that car. Apparently, Christian didn't want him driving. Well, Christian...
Yeah, why would you want to have him driving the car? Fuck him. You're trying to ruin the team you built up. So why the fuck will you give him anything?
Christian was clever in his responses. Yes, evasive, saying, no, I have a relationship with Max, not Max's dad. And
actually true, so fuck the dad.
Yeah, I think there were probably 4 or 5 questions over that, but the upshot of it all
just
was...
ask Sergio Perez how good relationship he have with Max Verstappen's dad. You could probably guess it's not good.
That Jos will not be driving that
Wonder
car.
Why.
And effectively, Christian and he are now probably as far apart as they have been in their relationship. Will it make a difference to Max? Who knows?
Probably do nothing. If Jos Verstappen don't try to be part of everything Max Verstappen do, then it can maybe be a problem. Light grey. Spotty pink will probably not be here. And then spotty blue. Yes, spotty pink is here and spotty blue is before. There was spotty blue. Spotty blue Magnanta. Then pink. Brown. Pink, brown, and the fuck is this? Stripy blue. Stripy blue. Stripy blue. Where can that be? Stripy blue. I was thinking, did I saw it when I ran past this? Apparently I did. Blue line, blue line. Okay, we're done. We are fucking done with this. No, we're not. No. Time for the sunstreak. Cyan. Pink, purple. They were pink. Yep, pink, purple. Purple, cyan. Oh, wasn't purple? Nope. Well, we had purple, but we cyan. They were sunstreak cyan. Cyan green. Purple brown. There we go. Purple brown. Now we're fucking on. And now we can go and place them down in a big aquarium. Oh, fuck me, we can't place every fish. Man, boring. No, we can't do this. The sunstreak will still be in the box. Oh shit, we need to count. Let's see. 6, 12, 13, 17, 20. Man, sometimes 6, 12, 14, 20. Oh wait. No, wait, 20? Did I miscount it before? Right, it's fucking 20. So 1,803. Still over 1,800. Yes. Time to go and that thing will not happen today, apparently. I mean, it could happen, but no. Yeah, Kym Illman, you can continue while I'm placing down the
I
fishes.
quite like this photo. Mark Webber here, alone on top of the...
I mean, somewhat funny, somewhat good, but you can also say also depressing. He's sitting alone and doing something.
McLaren motorhome underneath an umbrella, enjoying himself under the Styrian Alps sky. I was having a chat with the guys on the security and I asked them which countries are the toughest for policing getting into the paddock, and they said for a start Saudi is one of the worst, people trying to get in with fake passes, and then Miami, Las Vegas, and what was the other one? Mexico City also are challenges for them. But that electronic system down there is pretty darn good, and I think foils most people, along with the eyes of the staff that stand out down there. Very few people manage to get in to the paddock that shouldn't be here. Now, it's nice to see the Mercedes crew in their traditional Austrian outfits. Yesterday I saw these two ladies in theirs, and I also saw the head of PR, the head of communications, Bradley Lord, dressed in the lederhosen and typical Austrian kit. Now, some of the staff tell me that they're Austrian and hence they've got that stuff, but the ones that haven't had it purchased by the team a couple of years ago, and they've worn it for the last few years, I gather. Nice look and something that's appreciated by the locals, as you might have seen in one of my previous...
Wait, what?
Ones that haven't had it purchased by the team a couple of years ago, and they've worn it for the last... Austrian, and hence they've got that stuff, but the ones that haven't had it purchased by the team...
Oh, goddammit.
Austrian outfits. Yesterday I saw these two ladies in theirs, and I also saw the head of PR, the head of communications, Bradley Lord, dressed in the lederhosen and typical Austrian kit. Now, some of the staff tell me that they're Austrian and hence they've got that stuff, but the ones that haven't had it purchased by the team a couple of years ago, and they've worn it for the last few years, I gather. Nice look and something that's...
Okay. That's interesting.
Appreciated by the locals. As you might have seen in one of my previous videos, McLaren actually has washing machines inside their normal motorhome, but of course that went up in flames last race, and they've got a replacement unit that's much smaller without washing machines. So I'm wondering, where are the likes of Lando and Oscar having their suits cleaned? Perhaps the staff are taking it back to their hotels, or maybe even doing them in their apartments, but it would be somewhat of a minor inconvenience for them. Now, I saw this pop up on a fan's page, a statement allegedly from the Silverstone circuit saying that the track invasion won't be happening on a major scale. According to this, people who have bought tickets have been emailed saying that, yes, you may be able to get onto the track if you come from one area, and you get a wristband which you'd collect on the Sunday morning being race day. Now, I had a whole lot of responses from people to a post I put up on the Silverstone circuit today, confirming that is indeed the case. Let's talk about sprint quali yesterday. Yuki Tsunoda, a big spin, and I was there to...
So no more people protesting oil in a retarded way. Maybe they already done it at the Stonehenge, so maybe it will not happen.
To capture every frame of it. It was pretty
nice,
frightening to look at, and a lot of noise, but luckily for him, he hit nothing, and while that lap didn't count, his previous lap was good enough to get him into the next session. Well, that is it from the Red Bull ring, so now I'm going to ask you a favour. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And for a whole lot of extra stuff, that's where you go. Thanks for watching, and stay passionate.
Oh my god, I killed them. God damn it. Oh, one more fish for the collection. Could this be the last fish I collect? It could be. What the fuck? Who's watching that? Oh, look like we can get one more fish for the collection. But we have already now can continue one more lap then. Let's see, we have yellow pink and then we have magenta pink. Playfish and glitter. So let's see, it should be, I believe it was 14 hours when I looked. Yeah, 11 hours and 30 minutes, or 36 minutes, I believe it said. Until the race will start. So yeah. Long time until that happened. And then Oh yeah. Let's say for me 15 it will start. 5 hours, 4 hours, that's 9, 12 hours. Oh my god, then I need to wait 12, so 11 hours until the race starts. Then I need to wait 12 hours for the Game of Thrones. Season 2, Episode 3. Man. That's somewhat less fun. Yeah, let's see. What do we have? Yeah, but we will be ending the stream here. More fishes have been collected. And we need to write that up. 1803. Oh, we can go and sleep. And hopefully reset the lightning strike stuff. At least for some more time. So I wonder if I actually should change up this building somewhat. And now should this be open up more? Oh shit. I mean, the plan is that this section will be somewhat off limit to the walls. So you need to go here, but man, so many times I just walk over here. This may be too much. And also, that's also I was thinking. This is, at least on the ground, the only way in. And I was thinking, should I have an maybe secret door here or some other place? One plan was have a secret door in here, but I think it didn't have enough room, I think. So you can, let's see, where can it be? Oh, here could it be maybe a secret door in? Otherwise we have the, I mean, this is somewhat a secret door, but not the best one. I mean, you need to go just a long way to just get inside. Or the real way that I almost never takes. This long... Oh, there we have the dog! So I was right. We have 3 dogs. Yeah, let's bring you back to your somewhat family. Yeah, come here. Come here. Oh, fuck me, this. Man, I hate lightning strikes. They ruined. At least I have this one tree left. All the other trees just burned down. So boring. And then we also burned down some of the roof. At least they made room for new trees. So blossom trees down there, and oh, maybe I should place on one of the... Shut up, cats. One of the... Oh, what's that called? The trees that come with the ocelotes to find the cave under whatever it's called, cave. That tree could maybe be placed here. Well, that's a future problem. Until then, I need to find a wandering trader to give me some blossom trees, if I don't find them, because I mean, for now I will just collecting fishes, so for now I will not collect any blossom trees in the wild. Okay, 1803. Did I write that down? I don't think I did. I went to sleep. 1803. Also, why is it always so fucking stupid trying to... Oh, I need to just remove 1 7 and put 1 0, and then we have 1803. 1803, yes. That can we now take down, and then we have... Yeah, let's see, what can we mention before we end it? Yeah, oh, 11 hours and 80 minutes now. What can be said? Oh, no, wrong place. This... yeah, hopefully Beganovic have a good race in Formula 3. I really want him to have a fun, good race, and hopefully Sophia Floersch will also have at least one good race. I think Budapest was the... Yeah, Silverstone, I think she... What was the Spielberg? It was one race she could have got her first points. Then she got disqualified, didn't get the first points. But then I think in Budapest or Spa, some race, it was raining. And she started with the wet tires, and it... Man, she got so many points. Let's see if we can look at that stats. No, we want 2022. Go. Where do we have Floersch? The fuck? Who is that? Where do we have Floersch? What? Oh wait. What's... It must be 2023 must be. 2024 is now. Yeah, it was when Beganovic was... Man, finished 6th. There we have Bortoletti that are in Formula 2, and O'Sullivan is also an Iron also. Oh, Calpinto! Man, I didn't see him in Formula 3, but hey, he is also Marty. Mini isn't, Beganovic isn't in Formula 2. So all these 5, they went into Formula 2. Mansell also. Right? Let's see. C. Mansell. C. Mansell. What the fuck? Where is you? Oh, maybe... No. Oh, maybe... I thought he was in the Formula 2 when I maybe was thinking about Formula 3. There we have Sophia Floersch. 6 points. And it was in Spa. Man, that was amazing race. Her first points, not her first race where you could maybe got points because she was disqualified in one race. But yeah, 6 points. Hopefully she will have one more race when she can just get at least some points. And then, who do we hope for in the race? We want calendar results. We want not Oliver Bearman. We want okay, the spin race result. We want fucking. God damn it. Can I click on the... We want... qualifying. Dennis Hager could be something interesting to see him win, so I would say yes to that. I will be less happy to hear the national anthem of Norway. But, hey. Oh, Ajax didn't have a good race in the sprint, so... they're both Ajax cars. So, Dirksen will maybe have a bad race. So, Bortoleto can maybe be in P2 and hopefully Colapinto can keep his... get a P3. And hopefully Marty will also have a good race. Because man, so many races have been so bad, and mostly because Hadjar have ruined his race. Well, mostly. I remember clearly after having really bad races, and then Hadjar in one race just ruined his race so badly. And what can we say about Formula 1? Oh, I can maybe... No. I was in... who cares? Max Verstappen probably win. Lando Norris P2. George Russell will probably not keep his P3. Either Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Charles Leclerc... I don't know. Maybe Oscar Piastri. Probably not. But yeah, these three... Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc will probably get past George Russell and take the P3 from him. He will maybe finish P4. Maybe worse, who knows. Maybe Lewis Hamilton and George Russell crash into each other. That could be good. Sergio Perez will probably not... I mean, he could maybe get past people. He will probably not. I hope Haas will not keep that place. So probably more points for Alpine and Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team. Probably no points for Williams, Stake F1 team Kick Sauber, or Aston Martin. So it will be a fight between Alpine and Visa Cash App RB Formula 1 team. Then a fight between Mercedes and Ferrari. That's only the fights that will happen. But yeah. It's time to say goodbyes until, after when the race have happened. Next stream will happen, and hopefully all the things that I said will happen. Otherwise it will be a really boring race. All three races will be